I got instructions to speak right into the mic. Good evening, all. I would like to ask the trustees, thank you, number one, and for that last one in regards to the Las Vegas incident. I know you're going to ask for an investigation. I'm hoping that means the administration will have nothing to do with it. But I would like to ask you, if it's possible, if you can ask while this is ongoing, that Trustee Holmes is suspended from his trustee duties pending investigation. And that's as in any, Valerie can speak to that, any law enforcement organization. If a law enforcement officer is accused of something as egregious as this, they are suspended either with or without pay pending the investigation. And I do not, and I hope the rest of you agree with me, do not want him sitting there representing me or my village. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I do want to comment to that. Yes, we are definitely seeking it. It was, we mentioned, from an independent group that will have subpoena authority, which would be FBI, Cook County Sheriffs, one of those entities. It must be independent. And also, I will mention something that's come up that's been brought to my attention. I hope these are rumors. I will say this emphatically. I hope these are rumors, but it's been brought to my attention that there are elected officials and other individuals that are trying to encourage the police department to issue false police statements against elected officials sitting up here before you.
That's right. That's right.
I hope that this is not correct. However, I have heard it from multiple individuals. So we are putting this out here now that we have to be really, really careful with reports, and we have to make sure we're getting independent oversight, because we see kind of the tactics that are being used right now, and we want to make sure that there is a level of independence on any investigation that go on in Dolton.
Just for, and I hate to even say courtesy, we still have to say unnamed trustee, because nope, it's alleged. So just out of respect, we still have to say whoever you may think it is, unnamed trustee, out of the respect of the investigation.
Yeah, we don't want no trustees suing the village, really. I concur with what Mr. Vaughn said, and what Jason said is true. I'm going to, as Jason said, I'm going to leave out certain details, but this piece of paper here, it's true, because this is a police report of mine. And I know certain individuals' names that are one of our elected officials in good standing. His name is not supposed to be on here. So here's my thing. There comes a time when we have to share some of our stories, not like I want to, because they already gave me enough to deal with, and believe me, I'm a big girl. I deal with it, because I move much different, and it makes no sense that I have to entertain the things that I do. But I also want to speak to the residents. Code enforcement. You all have got to start standing up when you know these tickets are listed. But what I want you all to do more than anything, because what I experienced in hearing at code enforcement today, it makes no sense. And thank God that I witnessed nobody spend a penny today in code going to that hearing court. Because every ticket there, every other ticket was so meritless, it made no sense. They are harassing residents, especially residents that are getting work done on their house. They're harassing these people. They already have their things paid for. Insurance is covering something. They're getting their own dumpsters. They're keeping all of their debris on their property. So it gives them no reason to just pull up in front of their building and want to take pictures. And I didn't appreciate it, because it's not cool. And at this point right now, we need to just start standing up, plain and simple. Every time I come here, and I'm always in with, we got to keep saying Alexis Wilson's name. And y'all keep in mind that we got one more lawsuit coming. Let's not forget the taser. They done filed their lawsuit. So let's see how many receipts she gonna speak about and show on that one.
Sherry Britton, 25-year resident. And Ms. Hill, we do not have licensed or certified code enforcement officers. Just so you guys know that. So all these tickets that we're getting, I could probably say they're not valid. I mean, if they're not licensed or they're not certified, They should not be writing tickets. They should not be doing inspections. And if they come to your house for an inspection, ask them for their certification and their license. They need to give it to you. My question is, when we talked about the unnamed sex offender being maybe put on administrative leave or whatever, what about the village administrator? He's not an elected official. I mean, it's harassment. I mean, he's not giving you guys what you need. He doesn't interact with residents. He doesn't answer emails. We need to do something to put him on administrative leave. Has he upped the keys to Village Hall? And has he even spoken to you guys about that? What's being done with that? Because we should be able to have the meetings in our Village Hall. We should not have to come here. This is great and I love it. But again, we should be able to be at Village Hall. There is no reason that the employees, I was like horrified when I watched the board meeting and when the public works superintendent, the way he spoke to Trustee Brown was just ignorant. And I mean, something has to give. I mean, she's doing us in, they're doing us in, and they're running around town. I saw a video with a supervisor from Public Works taking up signs on private property. When does it end? And I mean, I get that investigations are going on, but something has to give. And these people cannot walk around and take our money and treat us like crap.
So to answer, at this time, no, we still do not have keys to Village Hall and that access. We have, our attorney has done a follow-up request or response as recent as last week. And at this point, we will start to have to make a decision if we want to try to get injunctive relief in court, or if that's an expense that we do not want to impose on with our legal team. So we will give it this week, and then after that, as a board, we'll have to kind of start making some decisions if we want to try to direct them into court to seek injunctive relief.
Okay, so what I want is as many people as we can get together and meet me at Village Hall, and just like we demanded that Dorothy Brown leave, we need to demand that Keith Freeman leave. It's too much.
And I will comment as well on the request for the unnamed trustee. The board does not, that is anybody who is elected by the people, the board does not have authority to enforce a suspension or time off or anything like that. It would have to be their own voluntary resignation and a call from residents to saying, look, we think that in this case you should stand down, but it could not come from a board vote.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Valerie Stubbs again, 22-year residents. Thank you, board. I'm tired of fighting, but I'm gonna see this to the end. You have ordinance number 19-011, citizens address. Just like we're addressing and they're answering, this is on the books. This is what we should be able to have at a regular board meeting. It shouldn't be citizens' comment. And I'm not going to be harassed at the next board meeting because there's no state statute nowhere to say that Valerie Stubbs can't clap, or you all cannot clap. You will not shut me down, because the more you try to shut me down, Valerie Stubbs gets louder. And it's not being disrespectful. This is all about my First Amendment rights. Louis Lacey was out early this morning, stopping people, writing tickets, harassing the residents. You know, I'm like San Juan Fair, I be everywhere. And I'm looking and I'm watching, and I got paid 30 years to watch. That's what I did, I watched. And so I'm asking everybody to come out at the next board meeting, clap if you want to, because them are your First Amendment rights. And there's nothing on the board, no ordinance, am I correct, clerk, that say that you cannot clap. And in other places, they do have other cities, they do have ordinance to state that you cannot clap. This is not one, and these 4 trustees up here have not implemented one. These trustees up here did not take away citizens' address. This is that mayor is doing. And I'm asking that unnamed person, myself, to step down at the next board meeting. Thank you, and everybody have a great evening.
Thank you.